Our next coming up tonight came all the way up from the Bayou. Put your hands together for Boudreaux.
Boy, this is fun, huh? So I do have a little bit of an accent, but the thing about it is all Cajuns now, we're equipped with the standardized Swamp People subtitles. So if at any point there's something you don't understand, the translation will appear in front of me automatically. Whenever you have a name like Boudreaux, and basically you're anywhere other than South Louisiana, it tends to be a bit of a challenge. And then whenever you start to pursue comedy, it's especially challenging because you put your name down and the host sits there and tries to translate this gibberish, and the closest you get is Boudreaux. And that's basically was my life for about 6 months until I went to this one venue, and whenever I got there, they had somebody taking the names down. And whenever I told him my name, he says, "Oh, I'm gonna have to write that phonetically." And I was like, what in the hell is phonetically? And so he writes BOO-DRO with a little line on top of the O. But for the first time, I got called up to the stage with Boudreaux. And I thought to myself, T-Boy is a grammar genius. And he's not a grammar genius, he's just grammar. Because the real root of the problem is that Louisiana is teaching grammar dummies. Because they teach their children that E-A-U-X makes the O sound, not a little line. You know, now every time I get brought up to stage, my name is correct. And so now I want to kind of make it creative. I've been thinking about starting to add a bass clef before the beat. And hopefully the host is an audiophile and he's like, "Now coming to the stage, Boudreaux." I grew up on the Gulf Coast. Whenever you grow up on the Gulf Coast, you're born into being a hurricane prepper. Hurricane prepping is pretty easy. You actually don't start prepping until they declare a state of emergency. Whenever you're doing your prep, what you want to do is you want to take all of your possessions and you want to put them on the floor. Everything, clothes, everything out of closets, even your TV. Take your TV, you put it on the floor. If you only have one TV, take a picture of it in the living room. Move it to the kitchen, take a picture. Move it to the bedroom, take a picture. Like magic, you have 13 TVs. And you say to yourself, what kind of prepping is this? Put it to you this way. Whenever your flood insurance matches your house note, you are prepping to get paid. That insurance adjuster is like, "Mr. Boudreaux, why were all of your possessions on the floor?" Maybe we was cleaning. And what happened to the other 12 TVs? I nearly died saving that one. There was a hurricane. And then he hands you your big, Publishers Clearinghouse check, and you're like, "Kids, wash your clothes." Your second essential survival item, beer. Yeah, you gotta have beer. You know why? Because for 2 days to 2 weeks, you're gonna be surrounded by your family in Louisiana heat with no power. You are gonna have to be cassé to survive that. I believe the redneck translation for cassé is hammered. You're gonna wanna be hammered. But I say cassé because I'm a coon ass. That's right, y'all. Oh, you said you were a Cajun. I am a Cajun, but I'm a coon ass first. Coon ass was a term given to my people. It was a derogatory term given to my people during the Civil War. The Confederate soldiers compared the way we smelled to the raccoon. They said we smelled like the raccoon's ass. And I'm like, why do we get, singled out? It's 1865. I'm pretty sure everybody smelled like ass. And then our food. Our food, like South Louisiana, is known for its food. But they said that we ate trash and we ate the garbage like the raccoon, which I really don't get until recently. I was talking with somebody and they asked me if I devein my shrimp before I eat it. And I'm like, oh, you mean the poo string? I'm like, no, bro, you gotta leave that in. That's where the vitamins is at. And then I paused because I realized that I was bragging to somebody about eating shit. And I'm like, what would make me think that? And that's what my dad told me, and that's what his dad told me. I've been following a generational lie to get a child to eat shit. So I'm thinking they might have had something. I'm a coon ass, but I'm also a ginger. I'm actually not supposed to exist. I'm like a genetic mutation that just shouldn't exist. I'm kind of like a down to buy you X-Men. Whenever I was born, the doctor's actual first words when I was born was a redheaded Boudreaux, which is, doctor talk for you better 23andMe this bastard. And I think of all those times that my dad had to answer that question of, so Pete, which one's yours? And it's like, oh, you see that olive-skinned, dark-haired, dark-eyed young man speaking perfect Cajun French? Mine's the translucent redhead with no eyebrows next to him. Being from down the bayou, you hear and see things that are totally unique from the rest of the world. Things that if you went there, you would just be like, this is a messed up place, but to us it's completely ordinary, just normal. Like your mom telling you that your uncle caught crabs last night, perfectly normal. And you're not embarrassed or anything like that. You actually go, ooh, I hope he gives me some. And then you actually call your friends to tell them about it. And your friends go, oh, hey, you think your uncle will give me and my old lady some crabs? And it's like, bro, you know my uncle. He gives everybody down to buy you crabs. Thank y'all so much for y'all time. I appreciate y'all coming out.
Big round of applause for Boudreaux.